Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Hello, how can I be of service?
Hello, I'm not sure who I need to speak to. I got this 50 yuan note today and it seems a little odd to me.
The first thing we do is check the feel of the paper. Does it feel too thick or too thin? Then we check the watermark. In my opinion, it is counterfeit. I'll just run it through the scanner to double check.
What happens now?
Well, it's our policy to confiscate all counterfeit notes. So, unfortunately, you'll lose this 50 rib. We'll give you a receipt to show the note has been confiscated.
First of all, I would like to thank you for your kind invitation to visit your beautiful country. I hope my visit will help to promote a friendly relationship between us.
We've been looking forward to your visit. It is a great pleasure for us to have you as our guest. It is always more convenient to discuss things face to face.
I would like to tell you that my clients are very satisfied with the last delivery of your slippers. The styles and colors are very much to the taste of our market.
We've received some similar comments from other Australian firms too.
I understand you are selling the same products to some other Australian importers. This tends to complicate my business. As you know, I am experienced in the business of slippers and enjoy a good business relationship with all the leading wholesalers and retailers in that line. I have a mind to expand this business in the years to come. One of the reasons of my visit here is to sign a sole agency agreement with you on these items for a period of 3 years. As it is to our mutual interests and profit, I am sure you'll have no objection to it.
We appreciate your good intention and your effort in pushing the sale of our slippers. As you know, the demand for this item in your market is quite substantial. However, according to our records, the total amount of your order last year was moderate, which does not warrant an agency appointment. Unless you increase the turnover, we can hardly appoint you our sole agent.
I'll come to that. My proposal is,
as far as I remember, we sold about 40,000 pairs last year to you alone. Don't you think this annual turnover is rather conservative? Time for a sole agent?
well, I admit I always do business on the safe side. Could you let me have your proposal then?
Let's put it this way. I propose a sole agency agreement for ladies' and gents' plastic slippers, excluding children's, for a duration of 3 years. 60,000 pairs to be sold in the first year, 70,000 pairs in the second year, and 80,000 pairs in the third year. The area is to be within the continent of Australia, excluding any neighbouring island. Commission 5%.
You certainly drive a hard bargain, Mrs. Brown.
On the contrary, Mr. London, we value your friendship more than anything else. We both understand our slippers are very popular in your market on account of their superior quality and time price. And with the sole agency in your hand, there will be no competition and you can easily control the market, which would naturally result in bigger sales. I'm sure you can fulfill the agreement without much difficulty.
Well, if you put it this way, I'll have to comply. When shall we sign the contract, Mrs. Brown?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon will be fine. Mrs. Wong, would you give us an idea of the price you regard as workable?
As I said before, your price is so high that we find it difficult to make a bid. We hope you will take the initiative and bridge the gap.
Just to comply, we're ready to reduce the price by 5%. I hope this concession of ours will get the ball rolling.
So do we. Certainly it's a step forward on your side. But the gap is still too wide.
The ball is in your court, Mrs. Wong. What price would you suggest?
To make your offer workable, I think you should take another step down as big as the one you've just taken.
That won't do. You see, our profit margin is very narrow. It simply can't stand such a big cut.
I hate to disappoint you, Mr. Brown, but if that's the case, we have no alternative but to cover our requirements elsewhere. Do think it over, please. We sincerely hope our discussion will come to a successful conclusion.
Well, I'm not authorized to agree to such a big reduction. Would you mind waiting a day or two, until I get a reply from the Home Office?
Not at all. Shall we meet again, say, on Friday morning?
Good. Friday morning at 9.
Mister, I have an account now.
Now, how would you like this check cashed, madam?
6 tens will be fine.
Here you are.
Thanks. Mister, if I want to deposit checks next time, what should I do?
Just make out a deposit slip and come here during bank hours. That's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'd like to have this cashed, please.
Please put your name and address here. May I see your passport?
Yes.
How would you like it?
10 hundreds and 10 20s and the rest of small changes, please.
Okay, here you are.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
May I help you?
Yes, I want to change some money.
This way, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a problem with my credit card.
What's wrong with it?
There is a charge on my card that I didn't make.
Can you tell me what the charge was?
It's for a purse that cost $350.
Are you positive that you didn't buy the purse?
I can't even afford a purse that expensive.
I'm very sorry. When was this purchase made?
I was at work, but the purchase was made at 3.
We're going to investigate this claim.
Okay, do I have to pay for this charge?
You won't have to pay for anything.
After you've thought it over, get back to me and we can go ahead.
Meow Ping. If I do decide to go ahead, how will the interest if I exceed be counted?
It is higher than the rate of interest for current deposits and a little lower than the rate for the 6-month time deposits.
So, if I do decide to go ahead, how can my company open a corporate agreement savings plan with you?
First of all, you need to sign a corporate agreement savings contract with us. This means we can go ahead and open an account of agreement savings based on your settlement account.
Okay, let's get the ball rolling on this.
Welcome to Credit Services. How can I help you?
Hello, I'm here to talk about my credit card. You see, I'm a corporate card holder and a personal card holder. I've had my personal credit card for ages, but my corporate one is new to me.
Right. Well, the benefits are a little different. With our corporate card, you can use it for agency collection and payment.
Is there anything else?
There's quite a long list, actually. You can use it for business trip expenses, medical expenses, any internal payments.
And I suppose I can do that anywhere? I do have to travel a lot for my job and it's such a hassle using cash and collecting all the separate receipts.
If you put it on your card, you can get an overall statement that lists all of the transactions.
In just one document? That will definitely be a time saver.
You won't believe what just happened.
What?
I went down to change some money, right?
Yes. We need some. How much did you change?
I wanted to change around $5,000. And you know the exchange rate.
Yes, it's about 35 pesos for every Taiwan dollar, right?
Not today.
What do you mean?
I went into the bank with my money, and I looked at the exchange board. At first I couldn't believe it. I thought I was reading the board wrong or something.
Why?
Because the board said 60 pesos for every Taiwan dollar.
60? That's too much. How can that be?
I thought it was wrong too. It didn't make sense.
Just 2 days ago it was 35. How can it be 60?
So, I went up to the teller and started to exchange the money. And it's true. They really gave me 60 pesos for the dollar.
That's amazing. Really? How could it change so much in 2 days?
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.